An AI predicts Red Dead Redemption 2's outcome if Arthur Morgan had recovered from tuberculosis. Welcome to our series, where we have an AI answer some of the biggest what-ifs in gaming and predict what would happen if things were different. This episode is about Red Dead Redemption 2 and how the game would have ended if Arthur Morgan had recovered from tuberculosis. This one is written from the perspective of the last entry of Arthur Morgan's diary, 18 years after the events of Red Dead Redemption 2.
March 29th, 1917. As I gazed out from my ranch at the vast plains of New Hanover, I couldn't help but reflect on my life after I recovered from tuberculosis. The Van der Linde gang had been my family for as long as I could remember, but my time with them had been tumultuous to say the least. However, with my newfound health, I again became a vital asset to the gang as they continued their life of crime and mayhem. My unwavering loyalty to Dutch and the gang grew ever stronger, and my sharpshooting skills returned to as they were at my peak. As the gang's misdeeds continued to catch up with us, the law began to close in. I made a difficult, life-changing decision. Rather than following Dutch down this path of destruction, I tried to steer him towards a more peaceful life. Dutch, being the proud man he is, resisted my suggestions at first, but my persistence and our long history eventually won him over. After the death of Micah by Pinkertons in a shootout in St. Denis, together, Dutch and I worked to help the gang transition into a new line of work, and even settled down and started legitimate businesses as trappers, fur traders, and even a tailor. The other members of the gang were extremely hesitant at first, but as they saw the success and stability that came with this new way of life, they eventually came around. Even Bill took over the tavern in Armadillo. John Marston left the gang to start a new life with his family, but our friendship has remained. I even visited him from time to check in on him, Abigail and his son Jack. However, Uncle remains as useless as he ever was. Charles and Sadie eventually left to take their own path in life as anyone must do. As I sit by my fire, lost in thought, I couldn't help but think about the life I might have had if I hadn't recovered from that terrible disease. I couldn't help but feel a sense of peace knowing that I have been able to leave a lasting impact on the world and those I cared about. I've been feeling tired these past few days, more than usual. Perhaps I'll just lay my head down once I finish writing these words.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of our AI prediction series, and if you have any parts of gaming you'd like to see an AI predict and answer what if, let us know in the comments below. Remember to follow us for more gaming content.